Farm arrangements tend to be informal, which can include sweat equity transition plans, where the next generation invests money and time with the belief of ownership in the future. But like many informal deals, all goes well until it doesn't. Roger McEowen with the Washburn School of Law joins us now with some additional perspective. Roger, good to have you with us. Give us an overview of the sweat equity concept.
Well, good to be with you, Tammy. Indeed, it is a big issue in lots of places in agriculture because farming arrangements tend to be pretty informal. And that can include reliance upon what we call sweat equity as a transition plan as we go from one generation to the next. And so the next generation builds up the business by investing money and time upon the belief that they'll own it someday and they'll control the operation. And all goes well, as you said, until it indeed does not. And so the next generation may believe that their reward for that sweat equity, all that work they put in, that's based on trust and commitment, will be eventually returned to them in the form of ownership and control of the family farming operation. But that informality can be pretty risky.
Well, I was just going to ask that question. Seems like there may be some risk to that approach.
Yeah, and I think the antidote to that is to formalize and document relationships and expectations and write out a solid plan for the future and maintain clear and open communication and deal in actual dollars. That's pretty important because you can't invest sweat equity. You can't save sweat equity. So let's deal in actual dollars and let's document things.
Let's talk about a better approach to those transition agreements.
Well, structure it with a solid operating agreement so that the farming heir, if you've got the on-farm, off-farm heir situation, you want to make sure that farming heir is protected from losing the business due to issues with siblings. And we see that happen more often than it should. If the siblings are to be bought out, then think through how the payments would be made. And so it's a commendable concept of working hard and seemingly investing for the future and putting your life into it. But you want to avoid these family fights and disappointments.
You certainly do. That's great advice. That's Roger McEowen with the Washburn School of Law. I appreciate your time today.